Hello, welcome back to Me with Margaret. Now, what does ME stand for? ME stands for motivation, engagement, and education. And it's a platform where we talk about, a lot of topics that impact on our community, especially for people of color. It might be for you or somebody like you or somebody in your sphere of influence. So I'd like to welcome you once again. And today we're looking at a lovely topic. But before we go ahead, I'd just like to remind you, if you haven't done so already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. The more we get people to hear about what we're doing, the better, trust me, the better our world will be. So welcome once again to Me with Margaret. Today we're going to be looking at a topic called human being or human doing. And I want to ask you that question. Are you a human being or are you a human doing? So let's see where that takes us today. So we're looking at the balance between human being and human doings. Synonyms for the term human being is human race, humanity, humankind, humans, man, and mankind. However, this video is not talking about human beings in that sense, not at all. We're focusing on the fact that, we're looking at what does the being or to be stand for. It's about our existence. It's about who we are made to be, what we are made to be. Now, over the past few weeks, I've had the privilege of speaking with parents, young people, colleagues, anybody that I've had the opportunity to talk with, social workers, colleagues on courses, on programs, as well as my mentees and even my mentors. And what stands out for me during this course or during this period is that in many cases, everyone wants to succeed. We all talk about it. So we talk about, what are we doing? Where are we going? What are we achieving? What are we accomplishing? And what do we do to achieve our goals? Now, my colleagues and my parents also tend to express, especially the parents, they express their concerns and issues over things like, what do I do to get my dream? What do I need to do to support my child? What do I do to get the best in life? What do I do to get the job I want? What do I do to succeed in business? Some parents will even say, my child is not listening to me. What do I do? I'm not being listened to. I'm trying to apply for a program. What do I do? These are legitimate concerns. Trust me, I'm there. I'm also thinking, what am I doing to succeed in my job, in my business, or to get the money or the funding that I'm looking for? They're really, really legitimate. But we sometimes get lost in the act of doing and ignore the need to just be. So what is the balance between doing and being? I want us to pause and think very, very hard about this, because I'm thinking as well. We've heard it so many times that human doings believe that they must do things really well to be valued, especially in the kind of society where we live in today, where things are about how people see you and how people value you. However, a human being believes that their self-worth is in who they are. It's defined by how they value themselves or their attitudes and their beliefs. That's who I am. That's who you are. So it's important that we look at this very critically before we start hustling and bustling about things in life, about our children, so that we can actually enjoy life. Before we can do or achieve positive things in such a way that will impact on ourselves or our children, it must come from within ourselves. Our values, our motives, our attitude must be right. Because what comes from within here will also show from what you do outside there. Who am I as a human being affects what I do as a parent, as a professional, or a student, or just me. So I think we need to think about this a bit more. Think about it. How easily do you balance being and doing? Being and doing. One more time, being and doing. So I'm going to ask you that question again, and I really appreciate if you can feed back to me. Are you a human being as we were created to be, or are you a human doing? I'll see you next time on Me with Margaret. Thank you. Take care.